Welcome back to the Afro Anime Initiative podcast. Here on the Afro Anime Initiative, we discuss everything in Afrofiction from A to Z, plus some new letters that haven't been discovered yet, because the future. But before we begin, if you can follow us on our social media at Afro Anime Initiative on Instagram and Facebook. And on Facebook, that's the group and the page. We share really cool art and Afrofuturism information there. And follow us at Afro_AI on Twitter and right here on YouTube. On Twitter, we do a lot of cool tweeting. We just finished live tweeting Summer of Soul. And on YouTube, that's where you find the podcast. And while you're there, please do all those YouTube things like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never, ever miss another podcast. I'm your host, Darren Bradley, along with Paulina. Paulina, say what's up to the people.
Hi everyone. Hope y'all are doing better than I am. Good to be here.
Man, well, let's hope that we make it a little better. Because like I said, this is going to be a nice, fun, breezy podcast. And let's kick it off with some Black Girl Magic. Last week, we reported on Misha Green and the absurdity that is HBO Max and HBO and Warner Brothers in not renewing Lovecraft 22. Well, Miss Green has bounced back. This week, it is reported that she has signed a first look overall general deal with Apple TV. Paulina, what's going on, Miss Green and Apple?
So, So it seems like this was already under development for a while because you know how deals take like a while to get together. But it seems like she has when they decided to cancel season 2, she already had it all ready to go, right?
Looks like it.
Yeah. So now she's working. Yes, you said like she's working with Apple TV Plus. I'm sorry, and she's got a movie. Well, more than a movie coming up. She's set to helm and pen a new Tomb Raider flick. She's also doing a Cleopatra Jones revival, which is yes, and what is it?
She stole my idea.
What is it?
She stole my idea. I've been writing about the Cleopatra Jones revival since 2006.
No, she got to it first. That's all it is.
Yeah. She stole it. Exactly.
She stole it.
I know what I said. I know what I said. Black Girl Magic also was disappearing act. She took my idea.
Okay. Watch, you try to claim it and she'll be like, I don't know this guy. And
I'm gonna see copyright infringement. I'm like, I got it written down right here, bro.
Exactly.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Yeah, so she's what does she have? She has like a Kate Wood written action vehicle called Fuel.
Fuel. Yeah.
Yeah, which she's doing with Journey Smollett or Journey Bell Smollett.
I think it's Journey Bell Smollett.
Yeah.
They don't want to get him confused. The other dude who was faking stuff.
Oh. There's, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything on that. Anywho.
Okay. Back to Black Girl Magic.
Yes, Black Girl Magic. Yes. So, so she's pretty much gonna be like reuniting with like video chiefs like Zach Van Amberg and Jamie L. Lick. No, I'm not gonna even bother pronouncing that last name.
It was close.
So she's set. She's set to go, and it's pretty lucrative too. I don't think we got the actual numbers as to how much it's worth. Her new work is, but it's something. Yeah. So good on her, honestly.
This honestly looks like, again, Miss Green is a writer.
Mm-hmm.
She's a writer. So it looks like she was already in the works, writing on projects, throwing ideas out there. But HBO, Warner Brothers, in their infinite wisdom, gave her more time to focus on making Apple better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, you forget that Apple is a competitor?
Yeah.
You don't friend them people.
Bro, I was just thinking about that too. Seriously, I was just thinking about that too. I'm like, well, damn, HBO and Warner Brothers are really, really letting people go, huh? They're really, shooting themselves repeatedly in the same foot, in the same spot, with the same gun, and the same bullets.
Like, because it's so. Go ahead.
No. Good. You're probably gonna say what I want to say.
What I was about to say is because it's like you have the hit with Lovecraft Country.
Hmm.
It is what gets her this Apple deal. But people are still waiting on Lovecraft Country. So no matter what she did, the next thing that was probably going to be big was Lovecraft Country. You own that. You have that. Let her do whatever she got to do with Apple. Apple is smaller than you right now, base technically. They're smaller than you right now. No matter what she did, y'all had the bigger machine. Why would you just be like, oh, now just focus all your time on making them bigger instead of working on stuff else? Makes no sense.
They're like I'm telling you, they're shooting themselves repeatedly in the same foot with the same gun and bullets. they're just going. I don't
They
know.
really are.
They're not. They're just. I don't know. I'm not even gonna find logic with it. They're just not. They are just not at all.
But this is not a Warner Brothers rant. We're not doing that. This is a celebration of Misha Green getting what she got to do because I think it's just really cool. Like all the ideas, again, their first look ideas. They don't technically have to go to Apple. They can go anywhere. But off the bat, Apple like, yeah, we're gonna pick your best stuff. I mean, we're gonna give you the money. Look what we gave Steven Spielberg. That did nothing. So it's like it's real good for her. Real good for her. Do you have anything else on Misha Green's Apple TV deal?
Honestly, I'm just rooting for her to keep collecting that coin and creating the greatest content, even if it's not
Facts.
original.
Facts. Facts. Again, because love people forget that Lovecraft Country was a book.
Hmm.
They adapted, and a lot of the stuff that she adapted is what actually made it a hit TV series.
Yep.
Some of that stuff in the book is just like, oh, more dumb stuff.
Ah.
But she turned it into gold. She made it gold. So let's keep that rolling with more Black Girl Magic. Announced this past week, Regina King has inked a deal with Legendary to direct and produce with Ryan Coogler the Image hit comic book adaptation of Bitter Root. Bitter Root is an Afrofuturism sci-fi horror tale. Let me repeat that one more time. It is a Afrofuturism sci-fi horror tale. All right, set in the 1920s of the Harlem Renaissance. Real quick before we get P's thoughts on it, I got to give a shout out to Blur Without Fear. Check out his YouTube channel; it's dope. He put me on a bit of route. The comic is fantastic. It is fantastic. And yes, it's one of those mini books I keep promising y'all I'm going to review one day. I promise I'm one day. I enjoy reading to enjoy reading. And sometimes I don't want to just analyze it. So, but just know it's good. Look, that's the review right now. Bitter Root is good. Okay? Okay. But yeah, I think it's fantastic. And then like with her behind the director's chair and producing, and then you add on Ryan Coogler, I don't know how they can go wrong. It's a beautiful, beautiful tale. P, what do we feel about Regina King and Bitter Root?
Okay, first of all, I want to praise Regina King. She is amazing in every sense of the word. Like her name defines who she is. Like Regina King, like Queen King. Like come on now, come on y'all. Second of all, I've actually, God, how long ago, got a sample of the comic a couple months ago, and it's on my list. I haven't been able to get a copy of like an issue of it, but from what I've read so far, it is it's so cool. It is really, really cool. So like once I caught wind of this, like once I saw the article and learned about this, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. They put the right people behind it, and I know it's going to be a banger. I know for a fact it's going to be a banger, so I'm excited for this.
I just went and checked on my account. Right now is the time we're recording on Comixology. Bitter Root issue 1. You can borrow it with a Comixology subscription.
Okay.
So go out, check it out. First issue. I think if you read it, anybody who reads it, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna get into it. It's so good.
Yes.
Well, yeah. So once again, More Black Girl Magic with Jeannie King, her doing her thing, taking over both sides, producing and directing, putting her stamp on something, and gotta love it. Gotta love it because I always like Jeannie King, but Watchmen, especially knowing that she directed some of those episodes, made me look at her like, whoa, like just whoa,
Mm-hmm.
because the quality of that series, another HBO series that's not coming back, made me be like, you actually held up to the comic book, not that movie, but to the quality of that comic book. And that's her eye, her filmography, her set dress. It's good. It's good.
Well, I
She,
mean, she's only been in the business for how many decades now?
hey man, it's a lot of cats that be in the business and they stick to their job and don't learn nothing else.
That's true,
And
but
then
she's
even if
definitely
they
won her
try to learn
crown.
something else, they're not good.
That is
Right.
well, that's true. That is true, but I'm not surprised of her excellence. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm so glad she put her experience right in front of us the way she did. So I'm looking forward to more content from her. Not just this, but just more content from her. I know she won't disappoint. And I'm not putting pressure on
Yeah.
nobody. Like I just know she can deliver. Even if
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
delivered, it's still delivered. It's Regina King. It's a queen
Only thing you
king.
gotta put pressure on there. You can go watch Watchmen,
Yeah.
see like her how well her craft is honed already. Her acting in it too is off the chain.
Yes.
She also starred in Watchmen.
Hmm.
And then you got Ryan Coogler, and he batting 1,000 right now too. I I think we'll be all right.
Mm.
I think we'll be all right because if I'm not mistaken, Ryan Coogler's production company also does a lot of casting for his stuff. And again, he batting 1,000.
Hmm.
So I think if they start announcing cast members, we're gonna be like, well, hell, here we go again. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. But again, it just got announced this week, so hopefully we'll hear about pre-production soon and see where it goes from there. All right. Well, look, speaking of hits, speaking of batting 1,000, let's head over east. You know, it does say Afro Anime Initiative in the title. In Japan, Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, and I'm not seeing the rest of the name because it's long,
Hmm.
is almost at 10 billion yen. That's 91 million US. Only like 8 other anime films have reached that mark in history. It might be in all time, like films period in Spain. But this is an achievement, especially during the pandemic era in theaters. Like again, this is in theaters, and Japan been shut down on and off for the last year. And this movie just showed its quality. And I just think it's something that should be hyped up. E, how do we feel about that number? Evangelion, 10 billion.
Oh, mind blowing. When I saw the numbers, I'm like, that. What? Literally, that was all that shut up in my mind. Like, what? Because Evangelion, it's like, it's a household name. It is a household name. Despite some of their movies not so great, and what Netflix did to the series when it decided to, but otherwise, yes, this is incredible. This is so cool. This is amazing. I didn't realize how. I guess no, I can't say how much more popular it's become. It's become a lot more popular in the recent years, especially with old school fans. But I, I'm just, I'm just floored. 12 billion yen,
10 billion.
and then it's like I can't wrap my mind around it. I just
Yeah.
can't.
And again, that's nice. So if we put the US, that's 91 million. That's that country. That's it. The island of Japan. It's like everybody went to see it and we went to see it 4 more times.
Hmm.
And again, during the pandemic, that's just wow. Just wow. But I'm just again just something to have shout out, something to let you American movie makers know that anime and animation period can sell.
Phew.
Like yes, I know our last example that Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse didn't make all the money,
but
But
it's
let's
still too.
also be honest, y'all didn't really hit that hard as y'all could have a promotion. Y'all didn't throw that media stuff out there. Y'all didn't get the voice actors on every single show you could think about. Let's be honest about how y'all treated their movie. Okay? Let's be honest about that. So when Spider-Verse 2 come out, do everything I just said. Hype up the merchandise. Make sure that shows, that films in every theater. Put the actors out there to talk about it. Promote the film. And it can probably make a billion yen too, or 10 billion yen too.
Hmm.
You gotta promote the thing. So yes, anime works in theaters. I mean, animation works in theaters. Gotta give it up.
And you
Oh,
know,
okay. P is fading. Let's rush through the rest of these stories. Go
no,
ahead,
I'm
P.
not fake. Excuse you. No, I was
You
just.
know what over there yawning?
Did I yawn?
Yeah.
I didn't even. No, I wasn't yawning. That was not a yawn.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. I literally just
Okay.
blew into the mic. All right,
It
sir.
sounded like a yawn. I'm like, oh
Down.
crap. Let's hurry up.
I'm
Let's
like,
get it done before you fall out on us.
I'm like so confused. I'm like, wait a minute, what? I'm like, hold on, I'm not that tired, sir.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, I just wanted to point out I didn't realize just how big it was because actually a couple months ago, I heard a couple of acquaintances actually talking about it, but in passing because they were always talking about Evangelion, and they were talking about this specifically and how hyped they were, but I didn't understand or I didn't realize how big the hype was, not just among them, but
Yeah.
globally apparently. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to say like I feel like it's a sleeper hit, but that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just cool. That's just really cool. Like hopefully over here they'll reach that, but I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, my thing is like it's good to hear those numbers because I'm an old school Evangelion fan. I saw the first series when they first came over here, and that was it for me. I never went past that stuff. Even when they tried to do the redos in HD, and I thought Netflix was be good with it, but of course, like we just mentioned, they made some changes. So I've only watched the original series religiously. After that, I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. And I haven't done the movies, but seeing this is like, you know what? I think I might be watching the movie soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I might start with 3.0 plus 1.0 just so I can, like you said, get to the good one and then go to the bad ones later. Man. Now, speaking of things that Netflix does, see, I didn't say mess up. I just said does.
Does.
Yeah. The Witcher 2 trailer just dropped. They call it a teaser. To me, it's a full blown trailer because WitchCon just took place, or WitcherCon.
There's a WitcherCon.
Cool. Yeah, there it is. So,
Okay.
but cool. I mean, yeah. But the trailer, I watched The Witcher season 1. He said you didn't. I enjoyed it. Even with the time jumps when it got a little confusing, eventually you'll catch up. But it's really good. And I played the games. It does really reference the games, and I got to do the books, but I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to, but it brings that connection, and I think it does it really well again with the trailer. We see some stuff from the second game. We see, of course, name drops. We see places and just things that they do in the second game. I don't want to do any spoilers, just in case you haven't watched the first season or the video games and just only enjoy the show. But the trailer really made me like, okay, I'm ready for more Witcher. How did the trailer make you feel, Pete? I know you said you didn't watch the show, but how did the trailer make you feel?
I'm still not interested in watching the show. That's yeah. Like I saw the trailer. I'm like, okay, cool. I hope they have fun. Okay.
Cool. Well, it's one for, one against. In the comments, initiative, y'all break the tie. Tell us if you're interested in season 2 of The Witcher or in The Witcher at all. Do you play the games? Do you read the book? Do you play Gwent? And if you play Gwent, why don't you have friends? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But if you do, comment. Let us know how much you into the Witcher. Because there's a WitcherCon and somebody got to for that to be a whole convention. All right, well, let's go into our last story of our notes. Again, short, quick, nice, crispy podcast today. Netflix is getting ready to step into the gaming arena. This announced past week they've hired, and I literally can't read the name I wrote down, but we'll go on it. A former Facebook and EA manager for their gaming divisions, and they're going to get into the streaming service with Netflix raising their prices around the world. Them doing game streaming, like say Xbox Game Pass, is actually, in my opinion, a natural step. They're already the leaders in streaming. Sorry, guys, there's a world outside the United States. Netflix is still number one, not Disney, not HBO Max, not Paramount Plus, not Peacock, not Apple TV.
Netflix.
And I could keep going, but I literally forgotten the rest of them. But Netflix is still number one around the world. So get into the gaming is a natural step, and to make it a streaming service like Stadia, because even though Google Stadia sucked, it worked. It just didn't have any games. Netflix can switch that. They already have one of the largest user bases, and just slowly add games on it, and more money. More money. So, as you can tell by the way I'm talking, I'm actually in favor of this. I think it's a good idea, and they are hiring. So, if you're looking, check out Netflix. I forgot the Netflix.com/hiring. Go check them out. See what job opens. See if you're qualified. Get into that tech, man. Black people get into that tech, get that stuff going. Because again, it's a good opportunity. Streaming services, streaming period, is the new opportunity for us to take more control and advantage of. P, how do we feel about Netflix stepping into gaming?
That's a smart idea. Although my first question was why. But I understand what they're doing, and I get it. And you're right, it is a natural step. But my question, because I don't know how much information there is out there about it, but I think they're mostly, I don't know if they're going to mostly focus on Oculus virtual reality headsets, even though I think that's the direction of the future of gaming anyway. But I'm asking myself, is it going to be like Steam? Or is it going to be something a little different? Because I'm guessing they're going to use cloud technology, right?
Yeah, just said that. It's going to be like Stadia.
Oh, see, I'm not familiar with Stadia. I never bothered with it. That's why I'm asking these questions.
Stadia is online streaming, it's cloud services, all this stuff. Okay. There's no actually downloading of the games.
Oh, so you can play it on the cloud?
Yes, it's streaming.
Oh, okay.
It's pure streaming.
Oh, I see. Now I get it.
Right. So it makes sense for the larger streaming service to be like, let's play. Okay, I don't know if this is them making like a full gaming division or bringing streaming to them. They could make a deal with Google because Google is abandoning Stadia because again there were no games on there. But to get that technology and bring that to Netflix, that doesn't sound like a bad idea, and it's already a part of your Netflix subscription.
That's true.
They don't make it a separate subscription. That'd be smart.
Yeah, that is true. I'm on board with it too. Yeah, that makes sense. Like you said, they already have a huge base, a huge user base, and I'm pretty sure a majority of them, a good chunk of them, are gamers. So get new gamers too.
Ooh. Yeah, and come on, think about this again. This is why I like the word synergy, even though people think it's corporate. Yes, it really isn't. Because, like I said before, Warner Brothers messed it up. DC was doing really good with their synergy. But think about this with Netflix. So Netflix drops another. Let's go with Castlevania that just ended. A Castlevania series. Mm-hmm. And then you can turn around and play the game the series based off of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Yes, that's true.
How cool would that be? How cool would that be?
That'd be very cool.
Yeah. Like that's the type of synergy I'm talking about. Hell, I know we ain't talked about this in a while, and there's a whole stuff going on with the community. But Voltron, the series before the end, was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Imagine Netflix put money behind making a Voltron game based off the Netflix series.
Oh man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Missed opportunity, man. Missed opportunity. But they're doing this, so it makes up for it. More than makes up for it.
Right. And and they are really tight with the Nickelodeon and Paramount.
That's
Or
true.
is it no? Yeah, with
Yeah,
Nickelodeon so
Nickelodeon.
far, not
Uh-huh.
Paramount, but Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Somebody who will actually spend money on real Avatar games.
Huh.
Yeah, if they become not just a publisher but a developer too, oh my God, the possibilities. Y'all talking about you sunk $17 into TV shows and movies, and you getting that money, some of that money back. But you think a few million, 100 million into a game, that game will make that billion back. Video games make more money than movies right now.
Yeah.
Actually, they've been making more money than movies for a while. But right now, we just know how much bigger it is due to the current global situation. I think this is smart, and I think that if they do the right amount of hiring, because we saw what happened with Amazon, they game and messed up again. We just saw what happened with Google, they game and messed up, and I believe it was the hiring. You're like who you hire, and if you're gonna back them up. And that gotta be thought about. And I hope that Netflix is like, yeah, we disrupted the movie industry, the television industry. See what we can do to gaming. Pete, any more thoughts on Netflix and gaming?
I'm curious to know how it's all gonna fold out. That's all. Hopefully they'll continue to be smart with it and do what we were hoping they'll do. Sorry.
I got you. Well, that's it for the notes. Like I said, this is the third time I've said it, but short, sweet podcast this week. But after we finish with what we have on our notes, we like to go around and ask our hosts if there's anything else that they've seen in Afrofuturism or general geekdom. That can be either or both. Hey, it's geekdom, bro. And that's not on the notes that they saw. So, P, anything Afrofuturism or general geekdom that you saw that we didn't cover today?
No, it's been pretty quiet on my end. Not much is going on for me, so I haven't noticed anything. What about you?
Gotcha.
What you got?
I rewatched all of Loki because the season finale came up. Oh my God, this show is incredible.
Nice.
Don't want to drop spoilers, but I'm gonna do it. So spoilers.
Okay.
I want y'all to notice this, okay?
I'm removing my headphones.
Okay, y'all notice this. That when a white woman kill a black man, it mess everything up. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Big spoiler, but damn. Okay, but damn. All right, I'm done with spoilers.
All I heard was noise. You were making sound effects. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Gotcha.
Because I didn't watch it.
I
didn't see it.
No, I was just talking. I didn't want to make sound effects. I hope it didn't come off a sound effect.
It sounded like sound effects when I removed my headphones.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. But
nice.
Oh my God, it was great. I watched, like I said, I rewatched the whole series before I got to the season finale. It was beautiful, effing beautiful. And this does what I think everybody was hoping WandaVision would do. But again, I don't think WandaVision ever said it was going to do that. We were just hoping it did that. But Loki has changed the game.
Nice.
This will have an effect on everything. We just may not see it with Eternals and Shang-Chi yet, but we definitely gonna see it with Strange, Spider-Man. Yeah, it's boy. And Kevin Feige said even all the TV shows after.
Yeah, he said that after this, it's completely, the MCU is completely gonna change. I'm like, good. Let's go.
Yeah, and there's a few scenes at the end where you're like, oh crap. So it's good. It's good.
Nice.
Did I look at anything else? Not really. Already watching Game of Thrones again. That was just for the fun of it. That's about it. I'm good. Everything else what it is. Well,
no.
Thank you for watching the Afro Anime Initiative podcast. And if you would like, we would appreciate you can follow us on our social media at Afro Anime Initiative on Instagram and on Facebook. And on Facebook, we have a group and a page. Follow them both. And while you're at it, follow us at Afro_AI on Twitter and on YouTube. And while you're on YouTube, do the YouTube thing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Help the channel grow because we love bringing you guys our thoughts and our opinions on the world of entertainment with an Afrofuturism stance. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.